You can see they're guarding that very vigilantly. Pulse bomb there for Seoul as well. Look for Jaehong getting pressured heavily there. A little bit of healing for him, but he can't escape this one. All eyes were trained on the Zenyatta. And unfortunately, not even a transcendent nature can keep you alive. It's Jaehong getting pressed, though. They definitely value keeping that healing back in the fight.
It's so interesting with having a lot of these players.
Oh, man,
that is so filthy. Toby will get the res, but...
no, okay.
Matter, yep.
Now Pine's starting to feel it. He's starting to flex on these nerds right now. Gonna back down, getting tickled a little bit there. Chased down by Kuki, but again, always has support. At this stage, it's gonna be Seoul this time dealing with Fleta. The DPS of the Seoul Dynasty have been cut down before they can get in position.
He's almost gonna be forced to pop it here at the end.
Dragonblade now, Fleta was trying to find the Widowmaker if I'm not mistaken, but no! It's gonna be Pine and Seoul over here with the DPS. Pine gets res back up, Fleta was looking for him. He's back on his feet now. Kuki on the Libero, and Fleta doesn't know what he's looking for just yet. Pretty much the first target to present itself. The NYXL need to jump on it here. Seoul are running with a bit of momentum, but that's a good change. Pine gets resurrected, immediately turns that into a man advantage by dealing with Jaehong. Toby also falls to his barrage. He's dealt with both of the supports now for Seoul Dynasty. No resurrection, no second chances, no finish on this map. NYXL
back right side to the Mercy again for some more healing, but Zumba taking out Meko here as we're on with Seoul. A pulse bomb connects. Gets Zumba very weak. They're going to get him demacked.
All right, Meko getting res back up here, and he's able to use that second chance, the second bite at the apple to deal with Zumba. But Seoul has been free this entire fight. Rain down a bit of extra damage. He's going to run face to face with a Tracer here. This is some close quarter stuff. Looks like Waki doesn't fence. He's taking the battle. Pine doesn't let him get away. He catches him by the heel just as he tries to slip around the corner. And that's only the first kill of this fight. This could get worse. Waki does get resurrected up, but Meko deals with Kuki in the backline. That whole hog making it extremely hard for the tanks on Seoul Dynasty to access their intended targets.
Toby is in Valkyrie though, providing a lot of healing for Seoul. Meko's gonna get pushed back a little bit. NYXL use a lot of ults. Nothing on the board right now. The payload being contested though.
Themselves and pop the card. Great hook though. Jaehong can't do much about that. Meko, it's an easy pickup for him, but just a stack for the big hog. Now it's going to be a Dragonblade coming through. Meko found Toby just to the end of that. And Fleta's trying to do it all at 23 HP. Unfortunately, it's not his lucky number. And NYXL coming out on top in a lot of these engagements. Hook to the Diva, bring her in. Now the whole hog. Defense matrix being tested to its limits to try and prevent the damage coming through. But again, it just doesn't last long enough these days. Payload on the move, 0.05 meters. It's a desperate transcendence on the payload. Jaehong throwing himself at it. Everything he had. And everything he had was not enough. NYXL build momentum, maintain it. Dynasty, a drive-by on the top side. They know that New York Excelsior is mostly set up there, but now it's time to transition to the point. Seoul goes down early on, that's nicely done. Seoul, blood in the water, they see it, they smell it, and they're going to go for the follow-up kill. With Janus also falling down now, there's way too much pressure on Arc to get these guys back up to full strength. Wow, they've been shoved right off the point.
It's just so much healing between Moira and Lucio. You just stand on the point. It's just so difficult to push on through. You see Jaehong there able to take out Pine. Moira obviously a support, but she can do a decent amount of damage.
I think Janus is trying to get out in front, get ahead of the curve and let the rest of his team set up behind him, but he wasn't offered the opportunity. But he goes in, the damage is there. Meko de-suited and taken down very quickly. A self-destruct on the point to zone New York Excelsior away. Now Jaehong coming through, Coalescence here. Mostly looks like he's using it for damage there. Seoul is getting a face full of whatever's in that biotic tank, and it seems to have done the job. That's a pure 1v1. Jaehong just knows what he wants.
He's still trying to find somewhere to go with this pulse bomb. Sees both tanks. Gonna be Meko putting some pressure on, and now you see the pounce coming in. It's Miro and Zumba, they jump right onto Meko.
How?
That was sick.
I don't even know how. Notice he queued up the pulse bomb and then went for the blink animation. Who's boss? At least for the time being, Pine. That's not ideal. He gets cut down by Jaehong very early on there. It looks like NYXL are going to try and commit now. They're sort of in this fight one way or another. Zumba with a self-destruct kill on towards Pine. Seoul will be very low, and Fleta comes through with the nano boost there. And I believe it was a melee attack that secured the kill. He has a Dragonblade, but why use trying to keep himself in this mech? It'd be kind of annoying if he had to try and resuit in some way or another. NYXL continue to have individuals, very important VIPs on their team, you could say, getting picked up before the fight starts. But now Meko's going to take a bit more of a direct approach. No subtlety required with only 9 seconds left in the round. It's go, go, go. But Fleta now, the Dragonblade he saved, seems to be coming to fruition. He's looking for the Winston, but of course, Primal Rage is a factor, and Janus has that one in spades. Fleta up on the point now as well, maintaining presence, getting knocked aside, but at this stage it's only Janus, and he's just having a bit of a tantrum right now. No one's paying him much attention. Pine eventually goes for his Dragonblade, but he held it for too long, and that's going to be it. Good response as the shots ring out across the bows.
You got Kuki right there. You know, if he lands a body shot right around the corner, able to put some finishing damage down on Winston. This has been headshot there from Fleta.
This round might be over now. NYXL can only afford to really dip their toe in the water. Pine sent packing again.
How many times?
Resurrected. Just give up at this stage, son. Back to the pavilion. Your goose is cooked and Fleta is all over it. My God.
They Valkyrie and use both reses on Pine. It doesn't matter. Fleta takes him out. The Transcendence comes in from Jaehong. Toby with the Valkyrie, bringing back Munchkin. As Seoul looking to take this one 99-0. Fleta has absolutely dominated Ruins.
Now a chance for Pine to come back. He does recover things, gets the kill, but it may just be too little too late. It's just not enough here to back up that pick. Fleta getting rezzed as well is just going to be adding insult to injury.
Arc has a Valkyrie of his own. It's going to be Seoul actually going to get both support ults here. Fleta actually falls in the sky, so Jaehong's going to force to use the Valkyrie there, maybe a little bit earlier than he would have wanted.
Oh, Libero with his third kill of that fight. He finally goes down. Jaehong valiantly pulls out a Kadusha's blaster and gets the finish. With Zumba getting a double kill with a self-destruct and the res from Jaehong, Toby's back on his feet. Not for long though. Libero deals with him rather rapidly, I suppose. As Xavier will be forced to recall back onto the point. He does have backup though. Meko is there. It's a 2v2 for a moment, but Libero's hunted down Jaehong and he's dealt with him. The bounty was high and Libero was there to collect. Now looking for the Winston, who's very, very hard to catch. Bit of a jungle gym there. And Kuki's able to get out, essentially unscathed, but he will need to return pretty quickly. Fleta's looking at pressure. You can't predict this fight. It comes down to where the picks are, and that's a good one. Munchkin finds Janice. It's going to force, of course, the Resurrect. Arc wasting no time and going into Valkyrie mode there. Getting himself up in the sky. But the fighting needs to be done on the ground, on the point. That's how this map works. Toby claims Janice there as well. 2 kills already for Seoul Dynasty. They also get themselves a sound barrier. They're weathering the storm. It also allowed Fleta to get that kill with the barrage without being cut down too fast. He was brought back up by Jaehong. Libero tries to reciprocate, but only finds the 1 kill with his.
The difference in this may be that sound barrier that Toby had. Pine getting very close to his, but he dies. Not going to be able to get it for NYXL on the point. Janice just getting plowed through Zumba there as Diva, the rockets from Fleta coming on down. It'll be Seoul Dynasty taking Ilios.
Slower start.
Down right now, but Seoul's able to hold on to both support ults here. See Miro diving on in, Fleta with the tack visor. It's going to be Toby using the Valkyrie. Jaehong now comes in with Transcendence. So much healing here for Seoul Dynasty on the point as they're pushing the payload.
Yeah, this was it. This was their gambit. They wanted to try and finish it off nice and quick, so they used both of those support ultimates. Bunny with a pulse bomb late in the fight could be the final nail in the coffin. They're devastating. The lethal blow. See Meko get close by. Quick D-suit there, who really doesn't last very long. And inch by inch, this payload has been advancing. The fight's been back and forth, and it's been a war of attrition, but Seoul have not taken their foot off the gas. Oh, that's nasty. Mano bounces across the hood there. Overtime now, though, and he's very, very low. Bursted down. It was 1 versus 6 for the poor Winston, and Jaehong's ready with yet another nano boost, and he's going to use it straight away. But Miro's cut down. The damage mitigation is not enough to keep him alive, despite the barrage. He was tanking. Sabiomic double killed him with a tactical visor. Fleta now needs to respond in time, but he's found Pine. Looking for Libero as well. Fleta with 2. Looking for Meko, you better believe he's got 3. Sabiobic's back on his feet. Will he be able to do this on his own? Direct helix rocket hit. Fleta's doing so much work right now. Arc back to the point. He's not going to get there in time, and Seoul will take the series 3-1. Classic shades of Lunatic-Hai there on the defensive hold of Nabani. What a game.
Just when you think they're out of the fight, Sabiobi pops the tack visor, takes out 2 or 3.